Morning. Who's got two thumbs and just took her first mammogram yesterday? This girl. Yes. Um, it was fine. It was quick and it was fine. It took about it took longer to get ready and to get ready for it and then to get redressed and put my clothes back on than the actual test took. It only took about maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Most of the time was just repositioning for the pictures. What happens is they take pictures of your breasts, and it's to discover if there's anything inside your breast tissue. It has to be done. I'm 44. I'm 4 years late. I've said that so much, it drives me crazy. But any age, get it done. And I said I would explain it, so here it is. Got in, walked in. I was given a robe to wear, open in the front. Well, not too open in the front. You don't walk out bare-breasted everywhere. And you're told, there are wipes in the little dressing area. If you have any deodorant, wipe it off. If you have any lotion, wipe it off. And you're fine. My jewelry, wasn't going to be a factor because they're taking the pictures of your breast. So you're okay. And then you basically wait for the technician to be done with other people and then go in. And I went in and they were the nicest, funniest, totally professional, respectful people ever. They are aware that you're uncomfortable with exposing yourself and repositioning yourself and moving. But they've done it before, and they do it so that you don't have to take longer than you need, and they get the best picture, and the results are the clearest, and they understand. And she explained it to me. Okay, you got to move it this way. You got to move your chin. You got to move your neck, because the way the actual MRI machine, I guess, is set up. First, there's a platter here, and you place. This is my breast. Yeah, you place it here. You position it where it needs to be, where you get the best shot. There's no wrinkling or anything, folding of the skin. She gets a clear shot. This is the first position. You hold your arm up so that it rests naturally. You hold your arm up so that it rests naturally, and the picture's taken. It takes 5 seconds. And she went out of her way to talk to me and distract me long enough, because what's going to happen is there's going to be pressure that comes on your breast to get a full, flat picture. And you've got to get through all of the pressure, not the pressure, through all, you can't just place it on there, boom, picture. It's got to get a nice, flat picture. And while it's squeezing on you, and it irritates, but you deal with it. While it's squeezing, she tended to talk to me and distract me to the point where it was the most painful. When it hits the most painful point, the picture was taken and I was done. I'm like, really? That's exactly what I used to say. Now this is the first picture. Your boob is on top of the tray. I had to take 4 pictures because, I got 2 of them. And then the second picture, the machine positions itself from here to here. But you're placed here, and then it kind of moves here. And it's hard to explain. And that's where it hurts more, because, it's dealing with gravity and it's trying to give you the best that's, you know, they're trying to give you the best image, and they don't want to have to do it again and again and again. So it'll squeeze a little bit harder. And I realized this is the one where she was talking to me and talking to me and totally making me focus on her, knowing that this was happening. And I was in pain and I was holding on to it. I was like, you know, this really hurts. She's like, I know, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It happens because of the test. It's like, you're done. I'm like, what? And then it opens up gradually and then you're done. And then you go back and get your clothes on. Now, I was already wearing deodorant. They have a deodorant right there, and you can use the spray-on deodorant. I put it on, so it was the funniest thing, because I was like, I like my deodorant. It's really cool. She's like, I know. But we have a spray-on, and you're welcome to use that when you're done. So I put it on, and I was done, and it felt fine. So I encourage everybody to do it. Don't be scared. My mentality was this. She said, oh, I know, it was painful. And I said, hey, it had to be done. And she's like, that's right, it did. So that's the attitude you have to take when you get in there. It has to be done. So for those moments of discomfort, just think, it has to be done for your health. So just do it. And it could save your life. And I explained to her that I had a family member who has cancer, who had breast cancer. Well, who has cancer. And to you. And she said, and it needs to be done. It could hit you at any age. And in fact, there was a lady in there who was before me who had cancer, has cancer. And she was going, I forgot what type of cancer she had. I believe, I want to say lung. And, you know, she's going through her cancer research. I mean, she was diagnosed years and years ago, and her doctor said, you have to go and take one. It doesn't matter, you have to take it. And she went, she's like, and she made it seem like she had been fine. But she went, she's like, hey, I'll see you next year. And I said, I'll see you next year, because I'm coming back. It's part of my life. My body has its issues, and it's made weaker because of my issues. So, cancer, you ain't getting me, alright? So, don't be afraid. Go for it. It has to be done. You know what? And you'll be proud of yourself when you did it. Because you'll be like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And I just took a step in saving my life. So go for it. I know this was a long one, but I felt it needed to be done because we've lost too many really good people to cancer, and sometimes people that we've lost didn't get help fast enough, or didn't get a test. And there are some people out there who will never get a test because they're terrified. Don't be. Don't be. Everybody, anybody, you know, it has to be done. Why am I whispering? I have no idea. But it has to be done. So, that was my yesterday. Thank you for sharing. I know this was a long one. As I said before, I've got to stop repeating. It's getting annoying. Have a great day and be healthy. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that when I got in there, the gown that they gave me to put on? Now, mind you, all the other ladies, when I walked there was a lady waiting to go. She was in this really pretty, like, kimono looking shirt that wrapped around, and it was a pretty pink, and it had a light pink strap across. Totally fine. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess everybody wears that. And the lady that I talked about earlier, she had got one, and it was in her dressing room. I get my dressing room. Moo, moo. plus size. But that thing was huge on me, but that's what I had to wear. I was like, I wanted a pink one too. They gotta work on that, okay? But I just wanted to mention that because think about it, designing. Moo, moo. For those that have had that, you'll know. But the thing is, it was huge on me. I wanted to take a picture of it. I wanted to share it with you. But out of respect for the machines and the other patients, no cameras were allowed. And I didn't take any pictures. I wasn't going to. That was a private moment. That's a private test. I'm not gonna have it. But, moo, moo. Just felt I had to share that again.